Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden.
I'm Casey.
And this is a review of the new, well, I should say new, not so new, I don't know what we want to call it, but this is the Woodford experimental whatever BS. It's their limited edition series number 18, Historic Barrel Entry Proof. Now, I think the gist behind this one is, and I will read this tag fully for you guys, says, in 2004, the Woodford Reserve Distillery introduced a new era of innovation to the historic Kentucky bourbon industry with the first release of its Masters Collection, 4-grain. For this 2022 release, Masters Distiller Chris Morris and Assistant Master Distiller Elizabeth McCall have drawn upon the rich history of Kentucky bourbon and their own interests for inspiration. When new bank bourbon is entered into the barrel, it begins the maturing process. There are many factors involved with this, and barrel entry proof plays an important role. Proof is controlled both as it enters the barrel, barrel entry proof, and as it leaves the barrel, bottle proof, by adding water to achieve desired flavor profile. A higher concentration of water as it enters the barrel, resulting in a lower proof, always allows for less water to be added upon exit, which results in a greater concentration of the natural flavors absorbed from the charred oak. Barrel entry proof has changed over the past 2 centuries. The bourbon of the 19th century had a barrel entry of 100 to 103 proof. After the repeal of Prohibition, barrel entry proof levels began to increase. In 1962, the barrel entry proof was increased to the present 125 proof standard. This 2022 Masters Collection features the 100 proof entry of a bygone era and is presented as a 90.4 proof. The result is a historic barrel entry, a rich and darkly robust expression of Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight bourbon whiskey. Now, if that doesn't just make you want to stuff this bottle in your face and pour it down your throat, I don't know what does.
How do you go wrong with Woodford Reserve?
Honestly.
And, I mean, I've never had a special edition whiskey at 90.4 proof. So,
right.
This should be interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So this is a fairly low proof limited edition. But that being said, is 90.4? That's their like staple whiskey proof, I believe, isn't it? Like their normal Woodford Reserve is 90.4 proof. So.
This guy.
Yeah, pull that bad boy up here. Let's see what it is.
90.4 proof.
90.4. So,
sure thing.
I'd be interested in doing a side-by-side, so we'll keep this off to the side for now. But I think later in the video we will probably pour a little bit of each. Now this one's been out for I think a little while here, but I just got my bottle, so this is going to be an initial reaction for me. Casey too has never tried the son of a gun, so we're both going to get to try this for the first time right in front of all you lovely, lovely people while we review it. So, that being said, let's go ahead and give this bad boy on the nose.
Oh, that nose is really...
So dark, sweet, brown, sugary.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
It does, like, it smells...
It smells
like brown sugar.
So freaking good.
It smells like if you take a bag of brown sugar and like you can grab it because you know brown sugar kind of like packs like a snowball, you know?
Yeah.
And like you just honestly,
it tastes like no, not taste. It smells.
Smells, yeah. It
don't
smells.
taste with your nose.
No, you can taste with your nose if you might
That's
burn
true.
a little bit if you taste with your nose.
That would be good.
We can try it. We can pour it down your nose right in front of all these people.
Yeah.
What else is in there? Get a little oak presence, which is nice.
Graham cracker.
Ooh, good note. Graham cracker, like a nice graham cracker crust or something.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, man. Yeah. I think Woodford Reserve is probably the #1 bourbon that I get a brown sugar note in.
I would agree.
Because there's a lot of bourbons that like brown sugars can be somewhat there, but I think Woodford Reserve particularly has a very distinct brown sugar note for me personally. But I really enjoy a brown sugar note. So it's got that like crystallized caramel-y sugars in it, obviously. What happens if you cook brown sugar the way you cook normal sugar? Because when you cook sugar, it makes caramel, right? So what happens when you cook brown sugar? I don't know either.
I sit by the grill, not in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Me too. Damn, this smells good though.
Yeah, this smells fantastic. Oh.
Okay, well, I guess all that leaves is for us to drink this son of a bitch, huh?
Yeah, let's taste it.
Yeah, I'm down. Cheers.
Wow.
Okay. Honestly, I don't want to say in your face extravagant, but very good.
Yeah, it's a little more complex
than your average.
Than it seems even.
Yeah, it's just like there's flavor notes that are there, but you could annihilate this bottle in one sitting.
Oh yeah, no, this is super crushable.
If you brought this to like a party and you were just kind of sipping on it,
oh, this would be the perfect.
It'd be gone.
Oh,
wouldn't make it past the party.
No, and I mean, $150 bottle to kill it. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's good though. It's got that.
It's really good.
That brown sugar comes through on the palate, mid palate-ish. Oak in the finish, and I'm liking the representation of oak in this one. It's kind of like that nice sweet oak.
Yeah, definitely a very sweet oak. Love that note. Definitely a lot of brown sugar. Toasted. No, I don't know if I'd go toasted.
I want to say that it has like a little bit of a
caramelized brown sugar.
Caramelized brown sugar, a little bit of a chocolatey vibe.
Yeah,
a light chocolatey.
What about like a dark chocolate?
Yeah, dark chocolate, but light as in there's not a whole lot in there, but it's there.
That's good.
Light dark chocolate. Double entendres, that's what I've been saying a lot recently. I'm getting a lot of double entendres here. Or not double entendres, oxymorons. Light, dark chocolate. That's an oxymoron. Look that up. I want to search for some fruit. You got any fruit on this son of a...
I get a little bit of like a candied nut.
Ooh. Like the ones you get at the fair?
Sure. Yeah.
Like when they're kind of like baked with some sugar on it, like that brown sugar.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can get
delicious.
behind that. I honestly like, those are my favorite kind of nuts. And I like nuts. You guys know I like nuts.
Yeah, you like nuts.
But I don't think I'm getting a lot of fruit notes in this.
No.
I feel like in normal Woodford I tend to get a little bit of a red fruity note. But I think it's actually kind of the perfect time for me to go ahead and pour a Glen of the normal Woodford. Get a little comparison in here. That's going right into the Independent Joe Glen Karen. Shout out to you, Mr. Joe. So I do use a lot of Woodford in Old Fashions, but I can't recall the last time I drank normal Woodford straight. Neat from a Glen, I should say. Whoa, but this bottle smells pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting that to smell that good after coming off of this.
Wow.
This actually...
I don't know.
It's like... I don't think it has as much as this, but they're close to the same playing field. I can 100% see that this comes from this.
Oh, yeah.
I
think, I don't know. Let's taste it.
Never mind. Not even, I don't even think that competes.
I was gonna say.
Watery. Light.
On the Woodford tour we did in Kentucky.
Yeah.
We got a flight of like all the Woodfords or whatever.
Yeah.
And this was my least favorite.
The Woodford, normal Woodford?
The regular Woodford was my least favorite out of all the other ones that I had.
That nose in the regular Woodford did smell great.
I think this one...
But that palate felt flat as hell.
This one, now that I said the candied nut note, you can definitely get that nut.
Yeah, it's got that like sweet cinnamony brown sugarness in it. Like a baked pastry.
Alright, let's delete this.
Yeah, just delete that son of a bitch. Just get that over there. I think the palate actually ruined that for me.
Yeah.
The palate of the barrel entry proof is significantly better than the palate of
by
that.
far.
Now, does this live up to a Woodford batch proof?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
not in our opinion.
for proof wars.
Well, that's true. If you guys don't love proof the way we like proof, this actually might be more up your alley. This is a great offering from Woodford at that 90.4 proof, but...
Yeah, I mean, 700 milliliters too?
Yeah, 700 milliliters. It was 130 SRP. I traded a Russell's single barrel plus 70 bucks for it, which I was okay with. I had a duplicate of the Russell single barrel, so that's why I traded it. But it's still like, I'm not mad at all. If I would have bought this with money, cash on the table, I would be more than happy with it.
Oh yeah. No, honestly, if this was not over that $120 mark even, there's no question I'd buy it. That's a lot. That's a lot of change.
It's a lot.
You can
get some good bottles.
You can get some good bottles for over
that.
20. Yeah.
But
anyway,
I think it's time that we kind of sit back and review this. So we'll come back to you guys with an official grade and some points on this one. Alright everybody, so we went through and we picked this bad boy apart, and we decided to give it some grades, and we graded it, I think, pretty fairly and justly, and so we're going to go ahead and start on the nose of this one, which personally I really enjoyed, but you know, it's not overly complex. It definitely is this very nice and simple. For the nose, I gave it an 8.1 out of 10.
I gave it an 8.3 just because that cinnamon
nut.
So good. And the graham cracker. That's a
good note. That is a great note for sure. It definitely smells awesome.
But yeah, like Holden said, I mean, it smells just like average.
Yeah, you can tell when a whiskey has got that like punch to it, when it's got all of those flavors in the nose. You can tell. And this one, while having great flavor in the nose, just not as potent.
Yeah.
I would say. Moving on to the palate. I decided to give the palate an 8.2 out of 10 because while slightly better than the nose, again, just kind of fell into that simple category for me. It tasted awesome. It really did. But I could crush this entire bottle in one sitting without feeling any remorse because it's simple. It's easy to drink.
We'd be a little messed up.
I'd be pretty effed up. I definitely wouldn't remember finishing it. Holy crap, I'm already talking like I finished it.
You'd probably have to go get your stomach pumped, but that's okay.
That's okay. You know, it is what it is. But
I also gave it an 8.2. It's good whiskey. It's Woodford Special Masters Collection.
Masters Collection.
That's what it's called.
Masters Collection.
It's good. But yeah, I mean, you can pick the palate apart all day and come up with a bunch of different stuff for it, but I think bottom line is that it has very specific flavors for like the stuff that really comes out, and then everything else is just kind of a blur. I
agree. That brings us to the value for the money. It's 130 bucks. It's 90.4 proof, and it drinks pretty simple.
Yeah.
What do you got to say about that?
It's a super crushable bottle, don't get me wrong. But yeah, 130 bucks, that's a hefty chunk of change. I can name so many other bottles.
I agree.
So I gave it a 7.6 out of 10, which, don't get me wrong, if you don't like proof, and if you love the lower proof ones, easy drinking, very good tasting, this is 100% the bottle for you.
Couldn't agree more.
Great story. And it's Woodford Reserve. I mean, Woodford Reserve really never puts out anything bad.
Yeah, the concept behind it's awesome too. I gave it a 7.8 for the value for the money. So, it's 130 bucks. It's a lot of money for someone. But it is cool. It's a great bottle to have. Definitely try before you buy, obviously.
Yes.
Or if you just have the money, then you can just buy it if you want to. But overall, we both add them together, divide by 3. We both ended up with an 8, an even 8 out of 10. 8.0 out of 10 for this one, which I think is probably the most expensive and lowest score I've given a bottle. Like, I think if I put a price to score ratio on there, I think this one is actually the lowest out of everything I had, which, not because it's bad, it's just simple. Like Casey said, if you guys really enjoy the low proof stuff, this is your bottle. This one, you're going to drink it, it's going to be 100%. Smooth, you're going to really enjoy the sweet flavors of it all day long.
Yeah, this is this is your batch proof of Woodford for
Right.
you lower proof guys.
But us personally, proof whores, we love the batch proofs.
Oh, yeah.
Batch proofs are like the bread and butter. Batch proofs is what this is. At the higher proof, with the more flavor. So that being said, really good. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check out the join button right next to subscribe if you guys want to become members of the Bourbon Bar and get all the exclusive perks. And leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think of the new Woodford Barrel Entry Proof. That being said, we hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you all in the next class. Easy.